Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we've come to know as Fifi La Pew Pew, but other people know it's a leFhy or a leaf blower. Well, it's on the south spawn of Fiery Salient, and it's under the command of Malkavian Street, I think it's that, or Malkavian, we'll just call him Malkavian. And this is a replay from May of 2017. Yeah, that's a long time ago, but that's how long we've had the HD maps. Okay, he's armed with a 105mm howitzer, light field howitzer, and he's looking for the enemies. Shells are capable of 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armour, and got a 2-meter burst radius. Okay, his first target's a Skoda T24, which is a Tier 4 Czechoslovakian medium. That first shot went over the top and exploded behind him. Now, Fiery Salient, as some of you may not know, is, because you've probably never seen it, is actually a version of Prokhorovka with slightly changed scenery. It's called Prokhorovka Defense, you might say, but it's supposedly after the battle has taken place, and there's wrecks all over the place. Okay, he's now going after that Skoda again. Still the very quick reload on the 105. Rounds out. This time he got a hit and a penetration. 422 hit points on the Skoda. He's not going to be a happy bunny because he's virtually wiped out. Okay, the next target's an M7, which back then was a light tank. It's now classified as a medium. Rounds out. Landed just behind him. Of course, the Battle of Prokhorovka was actually part of the Battle of Kursk. He fires around at the AMX 12-ton, who quickly dodges it by turning it to one side. And over there at the back we can see a KV-1. He's not moving very much. Well, he did start moving there, but we'll see if that shell hit later on, I suppose. Okay, he's reloaded and waiting for his next target. And they've spotted a few. In fact, there's the KV-1, and he wasn't touched by that last shell because he hadn't lost any hit points, but he has now. He lost 52 hit points off that one. Well, that's what was recorded. Goes to the T1 Heavy with the next shot, and it misses, I'm afraid. Go for it again. Rounds out. Direct hit this time. We know it's a direct hit because he actually managed to... the shell disappeared. Oh, I spotted over on the other side of the battlefield, on the east side at the back, behind the river. He's hiding behind the hill, but of course he can't hide from Arty so easily because the shells are coming in from above. Direct hit for 138. Looks like he took shell from a 15cm Arty because he actually showed some stun there. We do have some 15cm Artys in this game. In fact, actually, if we look at the team list, we can see that there was a Hummel on our team as well, and a Lorraine 15550. And the Hummel's tier 6, and the Lorraine 15550 is tier 7. Okay, he's on the move now. He obviously doesn't like getting hit by Arty repeatedly, but when he pulls out from cover, he gets smacked by a Scorpion. Now, the Scorpion in question was the Tier 7 American version, not the German Premium. It was the American Premium. Okay, they're doing quite well. They're 3 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, and, well, Malkavian's felt confident enough to actually move up, but he's still within sight of the enemy. Potentially, he might see them himself, because he's got a 400-meter view range, or 390 actually. He's going for the T1 Heavy. He fires around in. Unfortunately, that wreck's already dead, but going for the KV-1 this time. Oh, and he goes up before he can get the shot in as well. Now the big worry is he might get spotted by one of those light tanks, and then the enemy Arty will pay attention to him. It's moving way forward than isn't that normally safe. As you can see on this map, slightly different. There's more trees and bushes. Of course, on the new Prokhorovka, you don't see those bushes. They took them out because they provided too much natural cover, and most of the bushes are actually put on at strategic points along the ridge lines. But on this map, they actually do allow players to actually move up to the centre line without getting spotted. If you're wondering about the skin for the VV, that was created by Sir Rusty and is available if you contact What Arty Noobs on our Facebook page or through the YouTube channel. Okay, he's looking over onto the west side of the battlefield. There's a Panzer Mark IV Ausführung H somewhere over there. And there's an AMX 12-ton as well on the centre line. He's been running up and down, and we've seen him before. And he's moving this way now. He fires. Oh, beautiful shot. I didn't think that one was going to hit, but it did. 331 hit points. Got the kill. That was a penetrating round, by the way, because all he had left. And it was... well, yes, it was definitely a penetrating because the AMX 12-ton doesn't have much in the way of armour. He's going for the OI Experimental over on the east side of the map. Fires a round in. Nope, just misses it. Hits the water instead. KV-1S is coming in for a close encounter. And he fires a round in at the OI and again he misses. He's indicating the target, but unfortunately the KV-1S is wiped out before he can hit the target. I guess the KV-1S just didn't consider the danger he was in. In fact, actually, he was taken out by the S51 Arty on the enemy team. There's that Panzer IV-H that he was looking at earlier. Dialing in. Almost ready. Rounds out. A lot of players do not appreciate how long it takes for Arty to dial in on a target to be accurate. That Panzer IV-H took a hit for 147 and got wiped out immediately afterwards. There's now only 5 members on the enemy team, an ISU-122S, a Nashorn and 3 artillery, 2 Hummels and an S-51. The ISU-122S is a premium tank destroyer. Quite a powerful one with a 122mm gun. Oh, we just took out our Hellcat. Now that's a blind shot in, but it hit the target because there was no explosion after that one. He might still be there. He fires the round in, but he pulls back before we get to see what happened to the shell. But I could see an explosion in the distance, which indicates that the 122S had pulled away from that position after he was hit. In fact, we can see where he is now. He is actually moving across the map towards the railway line. And one of the enemy Arty is coming to sight as well. He hits the 122S. He needs to get this guy because he's quite a dangerous tank destroyer. It's an OP tank destroyer. And he's been badly hit. Another Arty round comes in, reduces him to a 27 hit points. Malkavian lines up a shot. I'm not sure he's going to hit him, but he does! And that means Malkavian's now got 2 kills, but he's going for his 3rd on the Hummel. And just before the shell arrives, the Hummel's taken out. And that means there's only 2 left now, the Nashorn and the S51. And Malkavian's doing a very dangerous thing. He's actually going into enemy territory with an Arty where he doesn't know where the tank destroyer or the Arty are, because they could be seeing him. His sixth sense might go off very shortly. Say the S51 either carries the 152mm howitzer or a 203mm howitzer. Either way, it's very deadly. And the Nashorn, well, he's probably got the 88mm gun. Yeah, I think he's going to go up to this bush here and use it for cover. Oh, he's found someone. The Nashorn's been found. He popped up and yes, he got a look-see at the Nashorn. His sixth sense didn't go off. He's dialing in to try and get a shot. Just missed the Nashorn. There he is. He's still there and he's been wiped out. Be really nice though if he could get the S51, but the trouble is we don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, and he just fired at Malkavian, because you saw the tracer fly over Malkavian's head. And there goes the last enemy. So it's victory on Fiery Salient. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for Malkavian in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Yes, and Arty doing spotting. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in this one. And he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And as you can see, this battle took place on the 10th of May 2017. Let's have a look at team score. Well, yes, he did get the highest damage in the game, 1,688 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the S51 on the enemy team with 1,335, followed by the Panzer Mark IV Aslains H with 1,068. When it came to kills, it was the Scorpion who did the best, alongside the ISU-122S. They both got 3 kills, so did the Sherman 3, but he didn't survive the game. And then we've got the Hummel and Malkavian managed to get 2 kills apiece. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill except the ISU-122S. When it came to base XP, it was Malkavian. Yes, he not only got spotting, but he also got actual damage. 1,109 base experience points, the only player to get over 1,000. 826 went to the Hummel, and 711 went to the Panzer Mark IV H. He fired 30 rounds in that game, got 12 direct hits, 12 penetrations. That was back when Arty could penetrate enemy vehicles. They've massively decreased the penetration rates now, so it's virtually impossible, unless of course you hit a soft-skinned vehicle. And he also got 1 splash out of that game as well. 1,688 hit points, of which 1,246 was at more than 300 meters. So you can see he did get some close shots on the enemy in this game. 2 enemy vehicles were spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 killed, and 1,146 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 34,009 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 30,169 credits. He received 1,109 base XP, got ×2 for the first victory, and 444 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 2,662 experience points altogether. And he says he's aced the Fifi. It doesn't say if this was his first ace, but it might have been on this occasion. You never know. Unfortunately, what replay site does not show you if it's the first ace for a particular vehicle. But the Salty Jedi site does. So if you use that site, you're much more likely to see if it was the first ace tanker or not. So if you enjoyed that blast from the past, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.